Hey guys, how are you doing today? I am bringing you sort of like a mini haul. It's not a specific genre of a haul, but it's fun nonetheless. Stop making that face at me.
My face. Love it.
I do love your face. Pretty awesome face. Nerd. But so I've got a haul coming for you. The first part of the haul I am super duper excited about. So I know that I had talked about in a couple of videos how I used to go to the Star Trek convention here in Tulsa every year from the time I was like 11 until I was about 21. And I got to meet tons of authors, and one of my absolute favorite authors that I got to meet and become really good friends with was my good friend Selena Rosen. And I had talked about her in a my Sisterhood of the World tag. I talked about how it's sort of like an indie author that doesn't get spoken of a lot. And I was in love with her series that started with Sword Masters, and it went on to Jabone's Sword. And when I got done with that video, I sent it to her on Facebook because we're friends. And I was like, hey, I just want to let you know that I talked about your books and how I was so excited about them. Guys, she is the sweetest person in the world. She messaged me back and she's like, that is so awesome. Thank you so much. Do you want to have the arcs of the next 2 books in the series? Really? Are you talking about me? Me? And she was like, yeah, give me your address and I will send you the next 2 books. And so she sent me the next 2 books. The third one is The Burden of the Crown, and she sent me the 4th one, which is called The Twins. And I am so excited because I am in love with this series and I wanted to know more about it. And she sent this to me and she put a post-it note on top and she's like, these are arcs full of errors, but she hoped that I enjoyed them, and she even wrote them out to me for Courtney. I don't know if I have the other ones signed. I think I might. I do. And she signed both of them. I am super duper excited for these. It's going to be amazing. I'm so happy that I now have all 4 of the books, and 2 of them are arcs. So thank you so much, Selena. And if you guys haven't read any of her stuff, go and check her out. I will leave all of her information down below in the description. Go give her some love because I promise you, you will not regret it. So the next part of my haul is in thanks to my Aunt Tony. So I am starting school again, and so most of my money is going towards my classroom supplies and things like that. So I haven't been able to go as book shopping as I want to. So she knows how much I love books, and so she posted on Facebook all these pictures of books that she was going to donate. And she was like, hey, Courtney, would you want any of these? And I'm like, yes, ma'am, I would. Of course I want them. And so she's sending them to me in like sections of packages because, of course, she lives in Colorado and I'm in Oklahoma, so it can be pretty pricey to send stuff. So I don't know a lot about these books, but I've seen them around BookTube, and so I'm super excited to read. They do seem to be very mysteries, thrillers, suspense, maybe even a little bit of horror-esque into the books, so I'm super excited to read them. My kitty is down here. Can we say hi? Can we say hi? Say hi, Cleos. Hi, Cleo. You want to sit on Mama's lap? Yeah? Oh, she wants to play with the crinklies. I understand. Crinklies for the win. So the very first book is The Good Girl by Mary Kubica. So it seems like it's about a girl named Mia Dennett, and she goes into a bar and she's trying to meet her on-again, off-again boyfriend, but it turns out he stands her up, he's not there, and she meets this other guy. She thinks, why not just get to know him and go home with him? Well, it turns out that he is not the nicest person, and he takes her and hides her away in a cabin. And it's all about her adventures of trying to get out of the cabin, I guess. It's supposed to be suspenseful, and it's a thriller. So that seems really interesting. On the same line is All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda. And it says that it's been 10 years since Nicolette Farrell left Cooley Ridge. She broke up with a boyfriend that she thought she'd marry. And I guess she's finally back home because her best friend has now gone missing. And this is all about her trying to figure out what happened to her best friend. Another thriller, another girls gone missing kind of book. I see that my Aunt Tony likes these kind of books, but I'm super excited. I love thrillers and mysteries, so this should be good. This next book we have is The Life We Bury. It says Compulsively Suspenseful. It's by Alan Eskins, and it's about Joe Talbert. He's on a deadline for his English class. Oh, he meets a man from Vietnam named Carl Iverson, and he's dying, and he wants to have his biography written, but it turns out that he has some things that are shady in his past. He has to deal with a haunted childhood memory and Carl's conviction. So it looks like there's a crime in here that that Carl Iverson committed. So, Oh, I like that it's sort of like written in like typewriter font. It looks like you get to see sort of like his part of it and then what he actually puts into his essay. So the next one I know for a fact is super duper popular. It's The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. And I've seen this all over Bookstagram, BookTube. I've seen it all over everywhere. So it looks like she is on the train that she rides every day to and from work, and she's just staring out the window and she sees something happen. It's only a moment of a glimpse of something, but she can't keep it to herself. She makes it her journey, her goal to go and tell the police what happened, but it seems that should she have just kept her mouth shut and just kept going? What if she unraveled? And it seems like a really, really good thriller. And then another novel by Paula Hawkins is Into the Water. So it looks like this is about murders that keep happening in this town. A single mother turns up dead at the bottom of the river, and then a teenage girl earlier that summer dies. And it looks like the single mother's 15-year-old daughter is forced to go live with her aunt. And it's all about her trying to figure out what's happening in the town. This seems like a really, really interesting book. More thrillers. I'm loving these thrillers that my Aunt Tony sent me. It's going to be a pretty good time to read it, sort of like in October and November and December kind of way. I don't know why, but cozy mysteries and thrillers and suspense sort of books always make me want to read them in the fall and winter. Does anybody else have that sort of feeling, like that's when you sort of like go towards reading that kind of genre? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed sort of my miniature surprise haul that I am so super blessed and excited about. Thank you so much, Selena, for sending me your arcs, and thank you so much, Tony, for sending me some books to this poor teacher down here in Oklahoma. I super duper appreciate it, and that's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist, guys. Please like and subscribe so that you can see more of my videos every Wednesday and Friday, and until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye!